More than 900 Indiana bar owners are asking lawmakers to allow video gambling in their establishments. The proposed legislation would allow video poker and slot machines in bars and could generate $100 million in revenue. IT Mate's Richard Essex has the story.
The expansion of gambling has traditionally been a tough sell in the State House. Now, this proposed legislation, if passed, would allow counties to opt in or out of allowing video gaming in bars. Now, as far as tax revenue, the money would not be coming to the State House, but to the counties. Josh Kablinger is the managing partner of the Slippery Noodle Tavern in downtown Indianapolis. He's already picked out a room in his establishment. If lawmakers give the green light, he would gladly trade the pinball machines for video poker or slot machines given the chance.
I think it would be great.
This is not a new idea. Indiana bars and taverns have been asking lawmakers for decades to loosen the reins on gambling. Brad Kloppenstein is the president of the Indiana Licensed Beverage Association, a not-for-profit organization which is leading the charge. He says his organization is asking lawmakers to open a door that has already been opened for others.
So we're talking about legalizing video gaming terminals for bars around the state of Indiana. These would be small, generally independently operated, locally owned bars, potentially restaurants.
The proposed legislation would allow individual bars and taverns to install a small number of video gaming machines. These machines are typically smaller than a pinball machine and are usually standalone consoles. The money generated by the machines would be split three ways.
But we're talking about generating probably $100,000 or so per location per year. So we're not talking huge sums of money, but that money would be split a third between the operator, a third between the location, and then a third between county government.
The county would be free to use the money for any purpose they see fit. And again, counties can opt in or out if they choose. The terminals would be tied to a central computer server that would track winnings, losses, and downtime. Kloppenstein believes that his organization has a shot at getting this passed because they are offering tax revenue during a time when many government coffers are running dry. He also expects some pushback from casinos and other anti-gambling interests in the State House.
But that ship sailed. As soon as we created the lottery and horse racing back in the late 80s, Indiana's a gaming state. And this is, in the big scheme of things, as far as gaming revenue in Indiana, this will be a speck. This will be less than 5% of the total gaming revenue in Indiana.
The proposed legislation would first be introduced into the House, but with new leadership in the House of Representatives, there's no way in telling whether it will get a hearing or languish on the floor. In Indianapolis, Richard Essex, WishTV, WishTV.com, and follow us on Facebook.